A sea captain who has lost his ship. A small donation for a man whom fate has left in dire straits.
What's up? Still looking for an adventure?
Tell me, where did your adventure start?
I hail from America. You know, the former British colony.
You don't say. That's a sea route and a half to get all the way to Cape Town.
And where do you come from?
From London. To put it bluntly, I'm not exactly sure myself. I'm a poor lad who had to grow up in an orphanage since he was 2 years old. I never met my parents.
Believe me, sometimes it's better not to know your parents.
And where is your adventure taking you?
I've never heard of the place I'm headed for. I don't come from around here. I have to go to a small island called Tooth Island.
What? Of all places, that uncharted island? I don't believe you for a second.
But it's true. Here's the invitation that was sent to me.
Let me take a look. Tooth Island, it says. Fair enough. It is a bit odd, but you have the same destination as me and my crew.
Wow, fabulous! Would you take me along on board?
How could I say no? There will be a price to pay, my beauty.
Oh, unfortunately, my money is all gone. Maybe I can make myself useful some other way? I've never pitched in on a deck, but I have a real talent for technical stuff.
Don't despair. You can sail with us for free.
Really? Say, thanks a lot. Lucky for me I ran into you.
See you around.
Help a former captain in need. By the way, would you perchance have a few pennies for me?
Does that mean I'm supposed to pay the port tax here?
I wouldn't have anything against it, but it really wouldn't be fair and square. I'm merely a sea captain who's had bad luck. I'll tell you a thing or two about Africa, my friend. They'll lie to you and cheat you here. Only the toughest make the grade. A man takes on some daring mission or other without batting an eyelash, and wham!
Oh, wham?
Wham! All gone in a flash. Your crew, ship, honor, fame, and fortune. I've got to start all over again from the bottom rung.
You still seem to have enough money left to smoke a pipe.
Well, it's more like I can't seem to quit. If I only knew someone who needed the pipe more than I do, then I might be able to convince myself to quit smoking.
How many pennies does a man need till he can buy himself a ship, lock, stock, and barrel?
Depends on what you're looking for. They nearly give away old buckets like yours these days.
What an absolutely uncalled for remark.
That is your ship over there, isn't it?
It certainly is. The charming princess.
It's listing a bit, wouldn't you say?
Poppycock. That can be taken care of in no time.
If you say so.
Do you have any useful tips for me?
Yes, if you don't want to end up like me, then do not do your shopping in that store there. Do not take any strangers on board your ship. And do not even think of setting sail for any mysterious islands.
Are you telling me to quit this game?
Why not? All computer games do is make people aggressive anyway.
Tell me more about your wayward adventure.
I don't really want to talk about this.
Come on, get it off your chest.
All right. I received a letter from South Africa. It said the wealthy owner of a mine had died. His fortune was deposited at a bank, but no one was allowed to withdraw it, because there were no close relatives with the right to do so. Coincidentally, I was supposed to have the same surname as the deceased. That's why the cousin-in-law of his mother's nephew once removed asked me to drop by and withdraw the money for him. A huge sum, 1,000,000 shillings. Try and picture that. And I was entitled to keep 30% for my trouble. Yes, and all I had to do to cover the bank fees was to sign over my ship in his name.
Are you saying you gave your ship to a perfect stranger from South Africa?
Right you are.
Because you thought the perfect stranger was going to present you with a small fortune a bit later?
Correct.
Who would still fall for what must be the oldest trick in the world?
Me, apparently.
At least now I understand why you don't want to talk about it.
Indeed.
I'll see you later.
A few pennies so I can buy myself a new ship. A few blank coppers. Give to a captain of yore. Ah, what's the point? No one's
The
listening
wasps
anyway.
are guarding a poorly rinsed bowl of cereal.
I could say Lord knows what. Give to the Federation of Wales. Help to elect Moby Dick President of South Africa.
There can never be enough opportunities for stowage. I know that
See
from
what
personal
I mean?
experience.
Doesn't make a bit of difference. Help a former sea captain who has lost his ship. A small donation for a man whom fate has left in dire straits.
I don't think he'll let me
Help a
in.
former captain in need. A few pennies so I can buy myself a new ship. A few blank coppers. Give to a captain of yore. Ah, what's the point? No one's listening anyway.
Don't ever be afraid of those terrible rocks again.
I could say Lord knows what. Give to the Federation of Wales. Help to elect Moby Dick President. What is that?
A ship's plank. A small contribution toward your next ship.
Gracious me. From which ship is it?
From mine.
You poor man. So yours is a wreck too?
No, she just needs a bit of tuning up.
You have my heartfelt sympathy. Do you know what? I'll give you my pipe as a gift. You're going to need it when you're stranded on some remote island, forced to put some serious thought into the situation you've gotten into.
But I don't smoke.
Not yet, my good man, not yet. Take my pipe. You'll need it more urgently than I will. And besides, smoking is a wretchedly expensive habit when you're bent on scraping together every penny for a new ship. See what I mean? Doesn't make a bit of difference. Help a former sea captain who has lost his ship. A small donation for a man whom fate has left in dire straits. Help a former captain in need. A few pennies so I can buy myself a...
That doesn't seem to work. Not bad. I don't think that'll work. Fascinating. Incredible. There can never be enough opportunities for stowage. I know that from personal experience. That's not going to work. The letter she gave me with a stamp on it. Finally ready for shipment.
A few blank coppers. Give to a captain of yore. Ah, what's the point? No one's listening anyway. I could say Lord knows what. Give to the Federation.
Here's a parcel that's supposed to be sent to India.
Oh, how should it be sent? By air or by sea?
Can it be sent by air?
Sorry, sea is the only road there is. How nice! Another customer from a faraway place. You're not going to tell me you've had lots of adventures, are you?
Wrong. I'm a master adventurer.
What? With all the adventurous junk I've got on hand, you still might find something or other you like.
You make it sound very tempting.
You know, Cape Town is the gateway to Africa, and Africa tops the list for adventures these days. Hundreds of adventurers set out from Cape Town each week.
And how many ever come back?
At least one or two a year, that is. So, if you want to buy something, don't be bashful. Just let me know. What can I do for you?
I'd like to buy something.
Wonderful. How much were you thinking of spending?
I've got 30 shillings.
More. I have 4 very useful products in stock that cost 10 shillings apiece.
Well then, let's give them a look.
So listen, what I've got in stock is A pair of outdoor scissors made of 8-fold tempered steel, a super durable all-weather ladder, a can of on-drop only concentrated lubricating oil, and a reinforced precision compass.
I'd like to buy the outdoor scissors.
A good choice, but be careful not to cut yourself.
I need the all-weather lighter.
A très bien chose. You could even set fire to a poodle in a monsoon with that.
I'll take the concentrated lubricating oil.
An excellent choice. In case your rudder ever gets rusted stiff.
I've spent all my money.
Come again soon. That is, unless you've already bought something and want to try it out right now. What can I do for you?
I'll be back later. Off we go, mateys. Let's set sail for that secret island.
But Chance, you still haven't given us any pay.
You'll have to earn that pay first, you lazy landlubbers.
Earn what pay? We've been cruising the seas for months now and still ain't got a penny to show for it.
And the food used to be better too.
You know we're gonna get 10,000 pounds sterling as soon as we've reached Tooth Island.
Yeah, but the only stupid part is that we haven't reached it yet.
And as long as all the gear we've got in an emergency is 3 spoons and a stuffed parrot, I don't half expect that we're ever gonna reach a Toothy Island in the first place.
Eat your words. Of course I've supplied us with important pieces of equipment.
Is that right? What kind of supplies did you get?
Always comes in handy. A brand new pair of scissors.
Great! Now Eric can do up his hair for dinner.
So that the lights never go out on us. A fabulous lighter.
With all luck, we'll probably be struck by lightning again anyway. That'll light up our lives for sure.
We've got lovely concentrated lubricating oil.
We'd need at least a barrelful to oil all the bloody winches.
Well, we've still got my razor-sharp mind, too.
Which, by the way, hasn't brought us any money, but it has put a pair of nasty debt collectors on our trail.
Does that ease your minds?
It's not much, but with any luck, we won't sink until we're on our way back.
Well then, for our part, let's get going.
See what I mean? Doesn't make a bit of difference. Help a former sea captain who has lost his ship. A small donation for a man whom fate has left in dire straits. Help a former captain in need.
I mailed your parcel at the post office.
Excellent. In that case, I'm waiting for us to set sail.
My pride and joy. You've navigated my ship right into the rocks! My lovely ship! The apple of my eye!
My map reading was flawless. The island must have shifted.
Hey! Where are you off to? That's my boat! And you're my crew!
Hey, she smells better than you! And we finally got paid!
Paid? Amanda? I thought you were broke!
Jack, you're just too gullible for this world. Nothing personal.
That's completely unbelievable.
No reason to get frazzled, my young hothead.
Great. Absolutely great.
The first thing we must do is find a way of getting away from here.
That shouldn't be too hard. We'll just use the stairs over there.
The stairs? Young man, how very gullible you are. That solution would be far too straightforward. Let's go about solving this like agents. We shall ascend this mountain faster, more inconspicuously, and more efficiently with my special tools. Observe and marvel.
Any more award-winning crowd-stunning ideas?
Well, I believe it could very well be your turn now.
A vital component of my ship's hull back then. There seems to be a little money inside. A lovely starfish.
I readily admit I found myself in more pleasant situations.
I've completed my mission. So where's my reward?
Your reward? Oh, of course. I have taken a hotel room in the village. Your money is waiting for you there.
Then we should get to that hotel as fast as possible so I can clear out of here again. Can you help me somehow? Or are you completely useless?
Well now, I could leave you a smidgen of my extremely helpful secret agent gear. For example, this sewing kit.
The sewing kit? Wow. That's really gonna help in a pinch.
Just as I said.
Do you have any more useful items with you?
Well, this extremely short fuse could come in handy at some point.
A fuse? Without explosives to go with it?
Heavens! Am I supposed to race around with explosives in my pockets?
Fair enough. I won't bug you any longer. Maybe I can use this stuff for something after all. You never know.
For instance, you could mend the tear in my trousers, for a start.
What?
Calm down. I didn't say a word.
My beautiful ship. There she lies.
Well, well, the damage doesn't actually look that bad from over here. Provided it doesn't turn over and capsize, I imagine it could be fixed.
I'll take a look around.
It couldn't hurt.
So that's the best the Queen has to offer. There's not much more usable stuff left. I should take a closer look. The rifle is a piece of junk, but there's still some gunpowder in it. A lovely starfish. I can see an opening on the other side. lovely starfish. A lovely starfish. I don't want to be a wimp, but that's a bit too dangerous for me. Maybe the distance can be shortened somehow. A large boulder. It's a bit loose. A wide crevice in the rocks right next to this wobbly boulder. I've filled it with gunpowder. The piggy bank elephant's ready to go. The piggy bank elephant is stuck in the crevice. Let's get out of here! Oh boy. Costly business. That won't happen again. Boy, that was high.
And plop!
You sure were quick about that.
Sneaking up is so easy for me, I could almost do it in my sleep.
I liked it better the way it was positioned before. Oh no! What have I done? Slowly but surely it's dawning on me that I'm never going to sail home on the good, old, charming Princess ever again.